What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Phil Taitt Show. Today I'm joined with guest Lil Mama. I mean, she's done everything from music to movies. She's an inspirational figure, and I know she surely inspired me. I hope you listen to her words. I mean, she has a whole lot in store for you. We're going to get to see her sassy personality, from her talking about her beginning of her career all the way to where she is now. And I know she has so much more to give to you in the years to come. Guys, check out from Miss Lil Mama. Lil Mama, how you doing today? It's so good to finally meet you. You look beautiful. I love the dress. I love the shoes. I love the hit. Just killing it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, fit for a square.
I hear that. We're in New York City. We're sitting down together. I'm so thankful for the privilege to talk with you just for a few minutes to catch up with you. I know that you've been doing a whole lot since back in 2005 when you first came onto the scene with your hit album. It had so much commercial success. How did you feel?
I felt like finally all my hard work was paying off. I've been a part of a musical group, Familiar Faces, for a very long time, and although they were family, it's something I've never taken for granted because I was in a position where I constantly had to fight for my spot, not to be able to create art, but to have a position on a record or just to know who was going to perform or who's up next. And it's kind of like to get that moment where you break out and the world gets to know who you are and acknowledge your hard work. It feels pretty damn good.
I can imagine it feels good.
Yeah.
And your first album, it hit the Billboard charts.
Yes, it did.
And that's not something that I think that shouldn't be highlighted because it's not easy to get on those type of charts.
Yes.
And people received you so well.
Yes.
And it sold so many records.
Yes.
I know you had an anthem. I call it an anthem. I just don't call it a song.
Oh, Lip Gloss.
It was an anthem. Lip Gloss was an anthem that was playing on everyone's radio.
Yes.
I know that you taped the video at Gersh Junior High School over here in Brooklyn.
Yes.
And everybody was playing it on their radio. How did it feel? It's one thing to put out a song and it'd be hot for a minute or two, but no, that song it's still recognized today. How does it feel to have an anthem in which so many people play and still dance to today?
I think it's a very outstanding thing. It's like to be favored. It ain't fair. But I know that I'm one of God's favorites because
Amen.
Some of the opportunities that I get, I look around and I see a lot of great people in the world. I see a lot of great talent in the world, and although they stand out amongst the crowd, we stand out amongst the crowd. God has favored me to say, hey, no, I'm giving her this platform, or you get this gift, or you get that gift, and it's like, thank you, Daddy. I know.
Exactly.
So it's kind of it's exciting.
Favor ain't fair, but favor is real.
Yeah, favor is real.
And it's an amazing thing that you've been able to do what you've done at such an early age.
Yes.
Because I know there's a lot of people, there's a lot of other female MCs or female rappers that have been going hard and have been trying to get to the level in which you've attained.
Yeah.
And for you to do what you've done, you've not only shown us that you're an inspiration as a lyricist, but you've shown us that you're also a wonderful dancer. And people have paid homage to you. You were a part of ABDC on that panel at only 19 years old.
Yes.
19 years old. Do you get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, I do.
How did it feel to be known as an inspiration, to sit on a panel such as that, and to show so many dance crews from all down south, the north, all over, and they look up to you? What was that experience like?
Well, first off, I want to say thank you for acknowledging my talents and feeling that they are great. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
With that being said, I think that pretty much came from the nature of me feeling motherly, or probably just living up to my name, or maybe my nature, just who I am as a person. Whatever it was, it's something that I was always used to, giving advice and things of that nature. Just so happened that dance was something that has been a part of my life forever. So it wasn't like I hopped on to something that I wasn't familiar with. I was very familiar with dance, so when I'm looking at people, I was able to give them what I seen in them as people, but also what I saw in them as dancers, which is the reason why I was there.
What would you say your message to young people is today?
To follow your passion, something that you're very passionate about. Follow that, do that, and see God in what you're doing. Like, have faith, because some days it's not going to look promising. Some days it's not going to look like, hey, this is waiting for you on the other side of this, or that's waiting for you on the other side of it. It may look like it's nothing there, but because in your spirit and your heart that is going to happen for you, no matter how hard the times may be at the moment, you got to fight through it. I feel like from lip gloss up until now, I went through a cocoon. And it's like now I'm finally becoming this butterfly. Like you know,
flying.
Yeah,
you know.
Flying. But that story, that journey, that path that I encountered is something that people can only relate to through experience. You know, I can explain it or I can tell my story, but it'll only be something that either someone can already relate to with a similar story, or something that someone will look to and be like, hey, I'm at this point right now. And if she can make it there, then I know I'll get there.
Now, I know that other people in the entertainment industry have also been very vocal and have kind of taken you under their wings and supported you.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of them has been MC Lyte. How has working with MC Lyte been and having her as a mentor to you?
MC Lyte has been a great mentor. I think that she leads by example. She tries to encourage me to be as positive as possible. And I'm learning now that when you have a positive outlook on your life, things that you see for yourself begin to manifest. And if you see things that's not working out, like things literally may not been working out for me at a minute in time. But if I keep that spirit on me, it duplicates and duplicates to whereas I've been in positions where in this hour I'm not feeling it, and then I'm like, you know what, I have so much more
to give
to give, so much more positive energy, you know, and like, you know, thinking about what I have to offer, my gift, my talents, and like what I come from. Like as a young person, what did I love? I love dance, I love music, I love these things. And now I'm in this place where it's like, I'm thinking about, you know, finances, I'm thinking about, you know, you think about politics, you think about religion, you think about God, you think about who you're letting down, who you're lifting up, you're thinking about all of these things as an adult. And then when you just block everything out and be like, what do I love? And what can I do to produce love? And you start to put that energy out there, everything begins to shift.
Of course.
Because now you're creating a whole new reality.
And your work has spoken for itself. You ever heard that saying, let my work speak for itself?
Yes.
And your work has spoken for itself.
Yes.
And never give up. And you're inspiring me right now never to give up.
Right.
Because if I give up right now, I'm not feeling this hour, but I feel it the next hour, and then I decide to give more, that's when I walk into my moment.
Yes.
And that's when I get to show people who I really am and who Lil Mama really is.
Absolutely.
And you showed us that in Crazy, Sexy, Cool.
Oh, wow.
You starred as Lisa Loeb's Left Eye. How did that feel?
Oh, scary at first. Like
You was killing it though.
Yeah, no, I mean, like from the audition process, I was nervous. I was dedicated.
Before you touch that, how did that role actually come about?
Well, my uncle told me that he read online that they were getting ready to do it. And he was like, you should go out for it. I think it would be great for you. And I'm like, how? I don't have an agent. I haven't been doing anything in acting. Are they going to take me seriously? I had all of these questions for myself. But then I stopped questioning myself and I said, I can do it. I got it. I'm going to get it. Especially when I saw the script, read the script, read the lines, the sides and everything. And I was setting out to audition. I said, I owned it. I just claimed it. And from the moment I claimed it, I went in there. I did about 8 pages for the first audition. The casting director loved me. She made me read it again. She was like, all right, just do it one more time. And she just looked, first she looked through the camera, and then the second time she stood on the side of the camera, she was like, thank you. I wouldn't change a thing. And I was like, thank you. And I got it there real quick. I was like, thank you, bye. You know, because I feel like sometimes when we try to talk to people, we mess things up. It's like, true. What are we talking about? Did you do what you had to do or not? So I got out of there. They called me back to read for the directors. When I came back, I saw this girl. She looked just like her. I was like, this is it for me. Even though I was like,
why you was doubting?
I ain't doubt. I was like, this is it. Like, she looks just like Left Eye. So I'm like, I got up. I walked away from them. I was like, I'm not giving them my energy now. I need to get myself in order, get myself together, come with it. You know, and I went in and I killed it. Again, I smashed it. And the director actually wound up telling me later, he wished that she was as good as I was in character because she did look so much like her, but I had it down pat. And another thing, was after they did that, we did a screen test, and I had another like 8 pages, and they gave me another 8 pages. It was like 16 pages overnight, like, and I was like, they didn't want me to get it, but they probably was just testing me to see how quickly I could turn around. I knew all my lines. I went in there, I killed it, and that whole process, it was very nerve-wracking because you never know if you're going to get it. But the most important thing for me was getting in there and portraying who I feel in my soul she was.
How did you discover, or how did you unleash your inner Lisa? We know that she's not with us today, but how did you prepare? Did you watch tapes? Did you watch her performances? Like, bring me back into preparing for that role before those cameras came on.
Before those cameras came on, I watched videos on YouTube. I dig through the crates, as I would say, crates. So I watched some old videos of her pretending that there was an accident behind her. She was so animated. I love her. I would have loved her as a friend. Some stuff with her and her family, talking about her dad, talking about her dad's mannerisms, his how strict he was, how he was with her and her brothers and sisters, and just trying to, find a relation between us two, and then seeing where we differ, how I could become her, even if I disagreed with something that she felt, to become the person who believes that, and things like that. And not to mention, I went out and got contact lenses so that my eyes could be as dark as hers. My hair was blonde at the time, so I went out and got some dark brown wig and make sure that I looked as much like her as possible, and becoming her, because I was afraid of rejection just off of the look alone, like, oh no, that's not it, I didn't want that. And I remember sitting in my hotel where in Atlanta, where we stayed to shoot the movie, and I was gonna call. First, I had spoken to her sister already. She gave me her blessings, wished me luck, and I was getting ready to call her again to have a whole conversation. Like, what do you think about if I do this or do that, do that? And as soon as I went online and looked at some pictures of Left Eye, just pictures, because I was getting ready for the next day. One of the pictures were the moving picture. You know how the picture moves on Google? So the one that was moving, she just kept saying, just believe in yourself. The rest is up to me and you. Just believe in yourself. And it kept playing, And then my spirit was picking up that she was talking directly to me. Like, just believe in you. We got it. I got you. I'm going to guide you. You don't have to have a long conversation with my sister. You don't have to have a long conversation with my father. God rest in peace, her dad. But like my mother, you don't need to do that. Just depend on yourself to get it done. And then I went in there and I did what I had to do, and I could feel her literally on set with me some days. So
really,
yeah, it was dope.
And you embodied Left Eye so well. When I remember when I was on the internet and they announced that this movie was coming out,
right?
And I saw that picture, I thought it was just like, sometimes they might say flashback to TLC, and I said, oh, they're making a movie, and I thought it was really them. Yeah. And I was just like, oh, Lil Mama, she's perfect for this. Keke Palmer.
Wow, yeah, she really stepped up. I mean, at first, a lot of people doubted the cast.
Not at all. You guys really, from the outfits to the hair to the looks.
Before that, people doubted the cast. It was like, how are they going to pull this off? Lil Mama, Keke Palmer.
Haters going to hate.
Yeah, and some people, and it was just as shallow as Keke doesn't have the baby hair. Or they might have felt like I didn't look like Left Eye. Or, little things, but then when everything comes together and they're like, and you show people, they're like, oh. And that goes back to me not wanting to go into the audition as myself, because the casting director could have easily said, hey, this girl has hazel eyes, how could she be Left Eye? This girl, easily. So it's like sometimes you just have to paint a picture and present it to people and let them know, hey, look, yes, it can be done because I did it already. Yeah, with a budget, I could do it better, but this is what I'm trying to show you right here. You know what I'm saying? Like this show, for example. I could see this show on any network, but
speak that into existence.
Absolutely.
Amen.
But first you have to start here. It's being done. It's not like you're telling somebody about the idea and then they're like, well, we don't see it. You show them the footage and they see it.
The proof is in the pudding, right?
Absolutely.
And you killed it. How did it feel being a part of such a cast of black women? For people not only to see TLC as being portrayed on camera, but to see you work alongside other black women.
Absolutely.
Tell me, how did that feel?
It felt amazing. I mean, you know, of course we had our ups and downs on set. We are women, and we all have big personalities. So it's kind of like sometimes we clash, but then it's also like a makeup. Like, okay, so we good? We good? All right. So as long as we good, you know. And it's like it shows true sisterhood, because if you leave a group of girls in the house, whether they were born and raised together or it's a group of friends, they're gonna clash at moments, and then they find a way to make up. But it's all about finding that understanding. Like, okay, well, this is where I draw the line. Okay, that's where you draw the line. All right, how many inches that is apart? Okay, we good then.
Were T-Boz and Chili on set with you all making the movie?
Some days, yes. Other days, they gave us our space, especially for emotional stuff. They didn't have no time for that.
Wow.
They did not want to, no.
Crazy Sexy Cool generated 4.5 million views. And that was Lil Mama's first time acting.
That was my first time.
You would have thought you was doing this for years.
Yeah, I was doing that. I mean, you know, they said that they didn't know they was watching a TV movie by the looks
You're
of
the real MVP. You did the movies. You've done the dancing. You've done sitting on panels, ABDC.
Yes.
You've done everything. And now you're back with Sausage.
Absolutely.
You generated 3 million views in your first week.
Yes.
When it hit social media, when it hit YouTube, when you put it on SoundCloud,
yes. How
did you feel that people were so receptive to you and warmly invited you back? We know you never left us.
I feel like, as an artist, I'll give a small example. It could be 100 people. These are all great people, amazing. When they're at their best, they're the best. 100, bouncing back and forth. You could choose to stand on the side of that crowd, on this side of that crowd, in the back of that crowd, in the middle of that crowd. Or you can choose to push your way through and stand in the front and say, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I feel like with a video, song, the whole combination of Sausage, I did that. And it's not because it's so much greater than when everybody else got up there. It's me completely in my element, singing, rapping, dancing, writing music, and presenting my first, how do you say this, my first instinct to the world. This is who I am. Whether you think I'm sassy from Sausage, fun, loud, outgoing, whatever it is, that's me. So it's like there's no gimmick in it, and it is what it is, and it gives people a chance to relate to who they are. And I think that if I continue to do that, people will continue to receive it. I feel like with Lip Gloss, I did that. That was all me. And then with G-Slide, I kind of got into a space where my creativity was either focused on either my mother or the streets, wanting to be, you know, a part of, I can't go outside and just chill in the stoop no more, just feeling like I'm missing out on something instead of putting it all into my creativity, into my work.
You put it in there, and we loved it. And it generated 3 million views.
It sure did.
In the first week. You encapsulated different, I want to say, time periods, different eras. Tell me, what did you really want to show us through Sausage with combining all these elements in such a short space of time with us watching that video?
I think I wanted to show how I felt at that moment in time in the video. So if in the first 6 bars I felt like this, and the 6 bars I felt like that, 9, 10, 11, 12, third verse, fourth verse, I love dance.
It was killing it.
I'm very passionate about dance.
Your outfit was on point.
Thank you, I love fashion.
The ninja outfit.
Yes, I think I'm a ninja.
That night scene at the end, I mean, you was...
Yes, I love Jamaica. I love reggae. I'm from Brooklyn, you already know. I think my wine is crazy, but you know, I probably got to do a couple squats, a little couple...
Nah, you good.
I'm just playing. But yeah, I mean, that's, like I said, it's all authentic. And even though it's all over the place, I wanted to put it together in a very artistic way where it flows. And I think it did that, because although it changed so many times, it flowed.
It flowed.
You didn't know what was coming. And that's pretty much like me. You never know what's coming, so don't get comfortable now.
No, I hear that. But you have left us with songs that we still play today. I'm always constantly reminded when I'm listening to Pandora on my radio.
Yes, Pandora stay playing some songs,
and they
right?
stay playing your songs.
They love me. I think they love me at Pandora. I don't know who I met, who kid's child's life I done changed. But no, I'm playing. But no,
it's good to be loved.
It is. It feels great to be loved. There's nothing like love. Anybody that tell you they don't care if they're loved or not is a liar. Even the Grinch wanted to be loved. That's why he hid out. And when he came out and they showed him love, things began to change. Am I right?
Amen.
So let's go.
Lil Mama, I just want to thank you so much for doing this interview. I'm so humbled by your presence. I'm humbled by your person, your character.
Thank you.
You're simply a beautiful person.
Thank you.
And I hope that everyone else will be able to see that through these lenses.
Absolutely.
On the Phil Taitt Show. What a person. You are the voice of our people. You are the voice of the young people.
Thank you.
And we salute you. We honor you. We thank you. And I wish you nothing but the best of luck, not only tomorrow, but in the months, in the years to come. I know you have a whole lot to do.
Yes.
I know that you have more people to touch. You have more islands to go rap at and to go dance at, other parts of the world.
Yes.
And we're waiting for you. And we just want you to continue to do what you do and just to know that we love you.
Absolutely.
And just to continue on. I thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, that's all for the Phil Taitt Show. I want to thank Lil Mama for coming here to share her incredible story. She's an amazing person. She's a dancer. She's a rapper. She's an inspiration. And she's shown us that if you follow your dreams, that if you give 100% every day, that anything and everything is possible. She's from Brooklyn, just like me. And she's shown me that with humility, with hard work, you can be anything. And I thank you, Lil Mama, for coming down here to the Phil Taitt Show.
Thank you.
That's all for us now. I hope you are inspired, and I'll talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye. What's up, everybody, and thank you so much for watching. This episode was brought to you by some of our friends, including... We define personal style as an individual's ability to express themselves creatively beyond social norms. Also, personal style allows individuals to differentiate between themselves through small or large details. Unregistered Style is a personal style blog that highlights fashion, trends, brands, and advice. Written by an elite team, it is the purpose of the Unregistered Style team to establish a repertoire of fashion within the online community. On a weekly basis, we feature individuals and brands with unique styles and looks. Losing a new loved one is never an easy thing to do, but by creating an everlasting symbol of the life in which they lived can be entrusted into Timeless Monuments, a monument company which seeks to help grieving families select personable stones for their loved ones. Losing a loved one is never easy, but take comfort in knowing that your family member will be in the loving hands of professionals. Terry Watson Funeral Directors, serving the tri-state area for over 10 years in the state of New York City, offering an array of services specialized in personalized, reposing, master skills in cosmetology and restorative art, creating a lasting picture that will soothe any discomfort. Terry Watson Funeral Directors can be found at Park Hill Funeral Home with spacious accommodations and parking for your family.